Welcome to my channel. This is Lakita T. Sharp. Enjoy the show. And now starting. Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Hi, you guys. Hi, diamonds. How are you doing today? I hope you are well and I hope you are doing okay. So I am so happy that you guys are here. So I welcome you. And so come on in and relax. Welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So I'm happy that you guys are here. It is 5:09 p.m. and it is Wednesday, and it is August 12th. Yes, it is August 12th, 2026. So I hope you guys are doing well and making it through. You guys check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over at my name at Amazon.com. So check out my books over there. And also, you guys, check out my memoir, Unstoppable. That's right. Check out my memoir, Unstoppable, sold at Amazon.com. So, you guys, thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. And thank you so much for donating to my channel. So I thank you so much for that. And so happy that you guys are here. So we're going to get through it. God knows that you are doing the best you can. God knows that you are doing the best you can in your circumstances. So he knows everything that you're going through. He knows everything that you are dealing with, everything that you are, everything that is happening around you. He knows what you are going through and what you are dealing with. And he also knows you're doing the best you can. He knows that you're doing the best you can with your money. He knows that you are doing the best you can, with your health situation. He knows that you are doing the best you can with, what you are dealing with and surrounding you. See, here's the thing. God is like, do your best and I will do the rest. If you do your best and trust me for the rest, I will come through and do my best. Okay, God knows that sometimes we may not have it all of what we're needing. That's where he comes in, and he comes in and he supplies what we need. He supplies our needs according to his riches and according to his glory, riches and glory. Okay? So God knows what you are in face of. God knows what you are facing. It is a miracle when me and my husband separated and divorced. I moved out of my luxury home, moved in with my parents, and then I made my way out of my parents' house. It took me 5 months to get out of my parents' house, and I was able to use my little income, my little budget, and to, get a place of my own and make it work for years, and having, still being short a few $100s every month for years, short about $300, $400 every month. Okay. And I had to believe God for the rest. And my God, did God not sustain me? He sustained me for all of those years. Honey, if he gets you through the first month, if he gets you through the first year, Okay? He will get you through the next year. He will get you through the year after. If he did it once, he will do it again. Okay? If he God is like Superman. He will show up. You know, when there is something that you need, when you call on him, he is there. Okay, you call on him, you can there. All you gotta do is say, you know, there's a movie, and I don't want to trigger anybody, but there's a movie that, you know, that is like a, you know, a thriller or a horror movie or whatever like that. And if you say the person's name 3 times, then he shows up. So I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put it on your mind. But just know that God, you know, you say his name and you just say it, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You know, you say, God, 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 come through for me, Lord. He will be there in a hurry. Okay, he will answer your call in a hurry. He will be there for you. Okay, so God will come through for you in a hurry. You know, Dorothy, you know, Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, she had her ruby red slippers, and I think Glenda was saying Glenda the good witch was like, you know, click your heels about 3 times and you will be home. You know, she was like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home, you know, and before you know it, she was home. So I'm about to say, before you know it, you are going to be where God wants you to be. You're going to be at your desired place. You know, you're going to be there. You know, so I just want you to know that you can call on the Lord and he will be there for you at any given time. Okay? You can just say God's name, communicate, and he's going to be there for you. There's been many times I have been a woman in distress. A woman in distress. I have a book titled A Woman in Distress and God's Love for Her. That is a book that I have written, A Woman in Distress and God's Love for Her. So I am here to say to you, you might be a woman in distress and, you know, you are needing God. You're doing the best you can. You know, you're standing on your own. Maybe you're a man. Maybe you're a man in distress. But I'm here to say that, you know, God will come through for you. He knows you are doing your best that you absolutely can. He knows that you are doing your best, okay? And, you know, he will come through for you. So I know it may be hard sometimes. You know, I know it may be hard sometimes when you're going through. But you're going to get through, okay? God got you. He knows you're doing your best. He knows you're doing the best you can with your children. You know, you may have you have children and you're doing the best you can. He knows. He knows what you are doing. I mean, he knows you're doing the best you can. You know, I was listening to a mother talk where she had 5 children, right? And she had one budget, one little paycheck, and she had to feed 5 children plus her husband. And she had to get creative and make it work with their meals and to, you know, come up with some meals to provide for her family and, you know, for them to live off of, you know. And she was doing it, you know, she was doing it. She was making miracles happen with her, with the little that she has. So God knows you are doing all that you are, you know, doing. You are doing your, God knows, he knows what you're going through. I'm telling you, there have been days where I had no money for weeks. I had no money. And I just prayed, God, send a provision, you know, and God, you know, will send a provision. He will send somebody to me who needs help. They will bless me with money. God will open up the door and open up the provision, you know, was coming in whichever ways it was coming. But during that time of not having any money, it taught me how to be wise with money. It taught me how to be extra smart with money and not to take it for granted, but to use it wisely, to prepare for the future, to be a step ahead. So I'm here to say to you that God knows you are doing the best you can with, the resources that you have, but he's going to provide the rest. He's going to, like I said, you come up and do what you do your part, and God is going to do his part. And together you guys are going to be a team and work together to raise the children, to be able to get the things that you need done in your household, to be able to handle your business. Am I speaking right or what? So I am here to say to you, you're going to make it through. God knows you're doing the best you can, okay? I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. Remember, you guys, check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. Check out my memoir, Unstoppable. See you later in the next video. Bye now.